We are bound together in ways that we can't fathom. Now, we individualist Americans don't think this way. We think of individuals as isolated from one another. We affect one another on levels that we can't even begin to imagine. And everything, because we're in one sense part of a corporate whole. I mean, that's kind of why you have this biblical view of Adam's sins, and then everyone kind of pays the consequences for that. Or you have this idea of the sins of the fathers being visited on the third and fourth generation. That's not like an unjust judge up there saying, I'm going to punish the kids for what the parents did. In fact, Ezekiel 18 tells us that God doesn't operate that way. But there is built into the fabric of a morally responsible universe the reality that we affect one another. One of the things that God did for me when he freed me from pornography at the age of 20, after 2 years of struggling with it in my Christian walk, is he showed me that when I, even in private, participate in that, I'm contributing, at least on a spiritual level, and maybe on an economic level if I paid any money for it, to the destruction of people. I am contributing to these people who are involved in this, to their destruction. I'm voting yes to the kingdom of darkness. And, he showed me, that's the same kingdom that's involved in child kidnapping and mutilations and raping. So by voting for one, you're voting for the other. It's the same thing as if you take illegal drugs now. You may think, oh, come on, this is you, in the privacy of your room. Who can be mad at that? But you got to think about this. Those drugs had to get smuggled into this country. And you could say, well, those are stupid laws. Fine, but there's still the laws. And so there's an illegal drug trade, and there's a bunch of people being killed by the drug raid and being kidnapped because of this drug raid. And you just voted for it by buying the stuff. So you can't privatize your sin. And so I'd be real careful about this idea of there being victimless. What you do, it maybe mostly affects you, but it's also going to have ramifications for others. And we have to just kind of be aware of that. That's part of the gravity of it. And that's why we need a Savior to come. And now, through his empowering, to now create in us this motivation and this empowerment to start having ripple effects in the other direction. Because while everything we do for the bad affects others, also everything we do for the good. Every yes for the kingdom has a ripple effect that blesses others.